Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy B Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, in the wee hours of the morning, and I'm in the book. I'm just rolling. This is good information. I see why my guy do this every day. This is going to be dealing with the elements. Now, this book has this philosophy. It's esoteric teaching and definition of certain things. I use my Egyptian concept, but this is not my Egyptian concept. So I'm gonna do his way, I guess, and put it in G so you can understand it. I interject every now and then, but let's go. This is gonna be fun. Rightism, 25 rule live by storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking. Mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You went on through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and two, might not be true. We're dealing with the elements. There's five in number from the book of wisdom. This ain't my Muay Thai be my stuff, so I'm gonna do it that way. How about that? All right. But look at the elements right here. Y'all know about ether? What y'all know about ether? This thing right here is spirit. Okay. Did I teach you that in chemistry lab on whatever chemistry you were doing? We got the five elements. The first one, okay, we know is what? Earth. Okay, according to this, I'm doing it their way. You got earth with the pyramid going down, the line coming across. You got water, pyramid going down. Then you got fire, pyramid, air, pyramid up with the line. This thing here got eight things different going on. That's all considered the spirit. That's how it divides itself into many, many, many. It's part of everything. I'm gonna break ether down. I just got some ether information, so now let's ether it out. But if you see below that, the signs, Eastern stars. This is their sign for the Eastern stars. This is the ether sign, right? Ether is connected to everything. It's connected to ether. That's the spirit. That's the breath. That's the consciousness that we live on. This is what is permeates through everything. The atoms, the smallest molecule, that's ether. Okay. In the hand, they can break the five senses down. Okay. But you see, the ether is the middle finger. I'm giving you the ether. But we take it and make it something else. The symbolism behind the original symbol is always going to be there. But we take and make it something else. That's okay. We take change words, shorten words. Oh, good. My grandmother had a phrase, kiss my go to hell. Instead of the whole phrase of kiss my ass and go to hell, she shortened and condensed it, kiss my go to hell. So that's just, when I just jumped in my mind of changing words and put shortening together to make your phrase. And we've been doing it forever. It's okay. We call it ebonics in the hood. Okay. Back in the day, they called it slang, bebop, now hip hop. It's just changing words and making them mean what we want to define them from our perspective. All right, let's go. But I just showed you a bunch of element signs. Now I'm going to read some information according to this book. The foundation of all physical matter. Okay, this is what I learned. I'm learning as I'm going. Also, this ain't my information. This thing I know. I'm learning this as I go and present it to you as I'm learning. That's what I tell you. How about this? The ether, I forgot to put this in. In my Egyptian philosophy, the ether, we called it the noon. Same thing. See? Same thing metaphorically, philosophically, but we say it's different things and present it in different ways. Still the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna let you know. Ether is potential. Ether is part of everything. In the Egyptian philosophy, the noon is also. All right, but the foundation of all physical matter is ether, also known as spirit or breath. Ether. Okay, my man said the word spirit just means breath. Breath is life. God breathed what? The breath of life into Adam. Come on. And everybody got a concept. It's fine. But when you get the origin, that's what you want. You want to know who really set this for and what it really means then. Not what somebody else decided to tell you what it means this and means that. No, that's not what it means. Y'all still stuck on amen means so more it be. Okay, I ain't beat for that, but that's one of them things that no matter what, it's not going to change. All right, so understand that. I get it. But ether is spirit. It is the substance. Again, that is what everywhere. That's the noon in my Egyptian philosophy. Yet it's nowhere. What? Existing both within and beyond the material world. It ain't just in the physical, it's not in the material, it's also in the spirit. That's the invisible world. That's the astral world where the body can't go, only the mind can. And it is the bridge, what? Between the physical and the astral plane. My God in Egypt, we got a guy Legba, the one that y'all say made the deals at the crossroad. It was said that, and I was told, I'm an evangelist. I got one connection to God, knowing God for myself, having reached the level, and I'm helping the people. Yeah, that's just what I'm doing. What? As above, so below. Hello? It's all symbolical, but you can manifest it and make it real. That's what thinking right and understand how to use this will make for you. You can change your reality by what? Making your thoughts real. That's how this place was created. It's all mental. Again, this is the way you teach esoteric learning so you can get the understanding and start using it in a way that it's going to serve you. It's the bridge to what? From the physical to astral. That's the plane you go to sleep. Simultaneously, it don't have to do nothing. It is what it is. That phrase we use, that's what ether, that's what the spirit, that's God, is essence. It's present in both realms. Okay, I just showed you the thing with ether is the center of everything. Dry, hot, fire, earth. Every element is involved with the ether, or the ether is involved with every element, however you want to look at it. But ether is always there. That's God. They just put it in a different perspective. And this is reflected in the very word, what? Ether, either, which phonetically, and everything words have a meaning. And if you understand the word, you get the meaning. And phonetically, it resembles what? Either. Okay? Ether, it symbolizes its what? Dual nature. The Egyptian, we taught in trilateral. Okay? That means it had three phases to go through to get the understanding, or it can mean three different things at different point in time. So you got to learn the phonetics and the symbolism behind the message that's being taught. That's the esoteric teachers. That's what gurus, saints, and sages do. They give you the hidden information that you can use. Everybody else don't really know what it means, but we do. And it's basically because of its dual nature, ether, and it existing on either side of reality, physical or spiritual. It's always there. Hence, God presence. That's the known. I know that from that aspect. Again, as I said, what I know is what I know. I could easily learn what someone else is presenting to me. Why? I can comprehend and understand it. It's really simple. Let's go. Watch this. I didn't proofread this. I didn't read this for the lesson. Why? I'm gonna wing it. Okay. Why? I know what I know. I can contribute to the lesson. That's all. Moving on. But the ether, again, is infinite potential. Just as the noon. The noon is potential, just chaotic. It had no order until Mayat stepped in. That's what changed ether or the noon into what? Order, discipline. Mayat, that's what runs the show. And with the ether, it's formless essence that manifests, what's this? And unmanifests cyclically over and over again. What? Giving birth to material world. It is the hidden energy. Sounds familiar? Amen? Amun? God is energy, frequency, and vibration. The hidden energy vibrating at the various frequency. That's God. Jesus. Oh, daddy. This is good stuff. This they got it their way, and I understand it. But I understand just what you said. Why I present the same thing from my Egyptian perspective. Sorry about that. I guess I'm excited. I got goosebumps right now. I'm goosed up. This is the information that they know the same thing I know. That's it's let me get back to that. So I'm freaking out. All right, here we go. This is a must. Here we go. All right. Now, energy, frequency, and vibration. That's how you create in the physical reality that we perceive. Just like the fish swimming in the water, in unseen ocean. We are immersed in our what? Energetic field we cannot see or touch. Hello? Come on now, stay with me. Yet it sustains us. We can see the sun. Okay, we know it's up there. But when it leaves, we get what? We wait for it to come back. Why? We need it. That's part of God showing you, I'm here, I got other things to do, but I'm with you. Okay, now, yet it sustains and nourishes all things from that distance that it is, 92 million miles, whatever y'all call it. That don't mean a damn thing. What is information? I get it, but I don't care about how far away that thing is. As long as it don't move, we fine. But that's information that everybody has privy to. Information I got, it ain't secret. It's public information. I ain't got no secret knowledge. No, I ain't got no public books like everybody else. But everything that's in existence, it feeds off the limitless energy that we know is ether. In Egypt, it's the noon. I had to put it in the book right here. Now, this is my book, and I change stuff in a minute. My definition for ether when I was reading this is that's the noon. I know ether. Again, didn't use the word, never thought twice about it. But when I hear it, I know what that is. That's the noon. See, that's when knowledge comes in. Your knowledge is good anyway. As a traveling man, when you got working skills to do whatever you do, you can do that anywhere. I can think anywhere. I can comprehend anywhere. I can function in any situation because I can think. Right. Thinking is functioning. Thinking right is above average. I ain't never gonna be average. Don't want to be average. I told my son, you want to get B's, you want to get C's and D's in school and be average, you're gonna be a average Joe with an average job. Okay, that's what that's for. You want to be better? You do better, get a college degree, get a better education, get a better position in life and work, and do that for yourself. He's doing just that. My daughter's doing the same thing. So I gave good advice about what? Life. So understand ether. The four elements, the vibrational states of ether. Watch this. The four classical elements represent different vibrational states of ether. Did you know that? I didn't. But not from this perspective. I know it from my Egyptian stuff, but this is the same thing, just presented different, and I can understand it. Watch this. See right here? They said ether. Okay. Everything is male and female. Female, water, earth, that means it's passive. It'll receive, it's going to take. Male, fire, air, aggressive, active. Okay, that's how they go together. They both can't be the same thing. You can't have two active, aggressive things and going to create something. It won't be that opposite. That's where Maya comes in. That she sets the balance for that. She sets the scales for that. Imbalances, male and male, that's no balance. Male and female, that's balance. Female, no balance. So it don't give a crap about it's the same both ways. Either way, it don't make a difference. See, back to the noon, back to order and Maya, reciprocity. One need the other. When I exhale, you inhale. When you exhale, I inhale. That means we can keep life going between the two of us. That's what Maya represents. Reciprocity. That means it's going to go on like that's what the infinity sign because it's running itself. Once this gets started, it won't stop. Once God started life, male and female come together to keep life going, it won't stop. That's the concept. It makes a lot of sense. My thing is, you ain't got to like it. You ain't got to believe it or agree with it. But what makes sense just makes sense. You can't argue what makes sense. When I give you facts and just give you information, I don't do that to argue with you. I'm giving you information. It ain't arguable or debatable. Please understand that. Okay? The four classic elements. We know them very well. Why is Earth and I missed Earth, Wind, and Fire. I really missed that. I missed the boat on that one. If I'd have been Into them, I'd have been conscious. Man, I just had long because they was already in. I just keep resenting, but I was doing George. I ain't missed out. I still got funk. Okay, I just didn't get the conscious kind from the earth, from the fire, and it was my group. I like everything they sung. I just didn't invest my time and energy into them. Okay, until later on, it was too late. But again, they was the hell of a group. They had a conscious message. Fifth dimensions. They were talking about Aquarius 60 years ago. We had no 100 years before we even got here, and they was talking about it. Age of Aquarius. They knew something. We just didn't know. Again, see, when you know something that everybody don't know, it's gonna be a while before they catch up. I told you we'd be heading for World War III a year ago. That's not. I did hear that lesson yesterday. I had to put out why. Because man, this is getting crazy. I promised I wouldn't deal with that. I'm just gonna teach my right thinking philosophy. I don't give them space in my time to do what I do. Teach and enlighten you to what you need to know for yourself. This is what I call useful information. Esoteric teaching is useful messages because you can take it and use it. That's what you're getting them for. Other than that, you're still doing the regular stuff, taking face value nonsense that get the exoteric messages. I'm an esoteric man. Trust me, I've been doing it for a long time. Now y'all starting to catch on. Don't worry, I ain't going away. I got you. All right. Where we at? I'm lost running my mouth. Yeah, I get to doing this, and sorry about that, but yeah, this is what I do. Hopefully, when I'm running my mouth, I'm giving information that, again, that's useful. I ain't just up here spitting nonsense. I'm freestyling and wilding out. No, I'm just trying to get the message. Let me get back to it. Let me rip it up for you. Now, and again, none of the elements are pure. What you mean? P's pure. And they say none of the four elements are pure. Why? It need the ether. The intermix and the transmutation into one another, from ignorance to enlightenment. The mind has to make that transmutation. The mind has to transform in what? The way it thinks. From thinking to thinking right to right thinking. That's what I call it. Y'all call it critical thinking. Okay, y'all got a phrase here, critical thinking. Okay, George said think. It ain't illegal yet. I added my right to it, so to put my little signature in there. All right, I'm in the game now. All elements originated from the first element, which is what? Ether, the noon, spirit. That's what it is, and I'm loving it. Why? I got it. Let's go. I got this. For the four elements, they correspond to different vibrational frequencies of ether. The hertz, the 432s, the 718s, all those are different numbers, all that, to get you the vibration state. And the people who are into that, they know about that. I did that with the frequency. Remember, energy, frequency, and vibration. Where we at with that? There you go. The scales. From red to purple, and they all have a different vibrational number for each frequency. I went to that over with all that, but I love it, boy. This is tough. All right. And I'm good because I can already refer to it. I can keep it right here. I got all the information in one book. That's good. Before I had to go to this book, get to that one, get that one. It's all right here. I love it. All right, let's go. But the elements, they all stem from ether, a.k.a. the noon, my Egyptian followers. All right, four elements correspond to earth being the slowest vibrational state, the heaviest and densest, so it's the bottom. It's at the bottom, okay? Understand that. Earth is to be red, okay? And water has a fluid flowing vibration higher than Earth. So it floats, it's got buoyancy, so it's above Earth, its own frequency. Air moves freely, lightly, vibrating even faster, so it's not seen. It's just there. Again, that's the level. Highest level. The next one is fire. Fire holds what we call the highest frequency. It's hot, okay? Closest to what? Pure energy. When the concept of the boys, the indigo in church, the religion, they talk about the indigo boys in the furnace. The story is good, but y'all missed the plot. The plot is to be able to survive the fire of elements of the world, situations going on, and not let it burn you, not let it change you, not let it mess you up. A lot of us don't have that power. That's why everybody can't go through the fire. I ask God, if me being a teacher to get people to you, me being one of your servants, was my calling, why the hell you put me through all that other nonsense that I had to do? He said, but you passed. That's how you made the job. Oh, so at that point, I get it. So again, you go to the fire, they try to burn you. They try to burn off the residue, okay? Purify you Fire is the purifier. It burns out the what? The impurity. Okay? You put me to the fire, I'm not going to scorch. I'm not going to do nothing. Why? I'm pure. That's why. That's the concept. It's all metaphysical. It's all metaphorical. But it's symbolical. But you can make it manifest by doing it, living it. That's the difference. You can learn everything you want, but if you ain't putting it to use, you ain't learning a damn thing. Why? You ain't use it, so how we know what you learned? I've been doing this over 30 years. I got to show for what? Put something, give it to somebody. My man said, well, dude, you do so many lessons a day. I got knowledge, I can just give it away. That's, to me, knowledge is money. Okay, it's valuable to somebody. So I just give it away. Why? I got a shitload of it. I ain't bragging, just want to let you know that's the concept. All right, let's go. Call me my man, the Monopoly man. All right. Again, those 4 elements, and they all have different vibrations, different, and they break that down so that you can understand it. So now each element shares one characteristic with the element next to it, and that's what I showed you here. Okay, let's call it the flower of life concept. This is the spirit. Everything is connected to the spirit. Everybody got something to do with the spirit. Okay, that's the concept. And no matter what you, how you slice it, what it do, it's all the same thing. God is spirit. Spirit is breath. Breath is life. With the breath, you need what? Consciousness. God is breath and consciousness. Once you get those 2 things, you become God in the flesh. And that's what mankind's job is, to become what? God in the flesh. When the flesh leaves, you go back home. God sent you here for that purpose, to learn a lesson. That's why I give life lessons, trying to help you along the way. This game called life. I'm just a teacher, a coach along the way, trying to get you to do what you got to do. I did pretty good with my kids. Got a couple of young people I helped out in life. So this is what I do. Now I'm doing it for you. Let's go. Hope you enjoyed it. I am. All right. When you like and love what it is you're doing, you ain't working. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. What? This is what I'm doing. This is good for me. Keep me in good health, and keep me doing what I need to be doing. So this is what I'm doing. This is my new job. I take this serious. But each element shares a characteristic with the element next to it, meaning they all connected. Again, interacting. Egyptian concept says the same thing. Now, they all forming, and it forms a harmonic. Mayat means 2 opposites come together. 3 opposites, 4 don't make a difference. Y'all all come together to make one. And they got a harmonic continuum rather than separate divisions. They all work together. And well, I got this, you got that. I know. We all come together as one. Everything is on the one. George knew that a long time ago, and I've been stuck with it ever since. I felt the same way. The interconnectedness, that's the oneness of all things. The interconnectedness reflects the fluid and ever-changing nature of existence, where everything ether, the source of everything, everything is in what we call a constant state of transmutation and balance. Changing is constant. Hold on, time don't stop. If you get out of time, you out of time. You gotta catch up. Time ain't gonna slow down and let you know. It's gonna keep going. You gotta get with the movement or get run over. Okay, or be behind. And most of us live life behind, playing catch up. Moving on, because we got out of state, out of time, and we got caught up and can't figure out how to get back our balance, figure out who we are, what we're doing in our life, so we confused. All the confusion, a record 50 years ago, and today I can say the same words, and it's the same damn thing. That's crazy to me. 50 years and we still in the same boat. Wait a minute, perfect example. Moses, wandering in the desert, 40 years. We've been getting our ass whooped for 50 years, and we still ain't changed the problem. So Moses doesn't look too bad right about now, do it. Okay, he get his done at 40. We got 50, and we still struggling. Symbolically, metaphorically, just bring the concept. I think about kind of stuff like that. But yeah, I'm annoyed. Why? We should be doing better as a people. That's what I'm teaching. Why? We need to learn. What the hell? I gotta keep complaining about it. No, I'm doing something about it, and I complain about it every day. Why? I talk about it every day. Bitching about the problem, something about the problem. Do something about the problem. First of all, is you the problem? Start with yourself. Excuse me, I'm getting annoyed. Let me get up out of here. I gotta go get to the gym. No, I'm all right. I got another lesson to go. But again, these are the things that every individual can be responsible for his or herself. And that's the name of this game. Anybody no favorites. We God's chosen people. Stop that nonsense. Be God's chosen people. Choose God for yourself. That's how it's done. All right. Mm. Where am I now? Okay. Ether. Again, ether is the constant transmutation of balance and it's everywhere. Ether is the source of all creation. Yeah, yeah, I'm about to run around this room. I say the same thing from an Egyptian philosophical concept. My right thinking is the same philosophy. Now I got some. I'm gonna finish it up. I'm gonna finish it up. I'm not gonna stop. All right. Now it says here, ether is the unseen. That's Amun. That's the spirit. Fourth, again, Amun, that emanates all existence. Hello, again. The primordial essence from which everything emerges and into which everything dissolves. That's the one. It comes from the one. It's going to go bad. I tell you that all the time. This is freaking me out. Understanding, remember, I didn't read this. Understanding this reveals the illusion of what? Separation. That's the ego's job, to think it's all about me. Edge got out. It ain't unified. This is good information, boy. I love this. And watch this. It separates the illusion, it reveals the illusion of separation, in reminding us that all things are ultimately. That's the pin dropper for me. But I got one more part. I got one more section. I'm going to take it on home. And this is the good thing right here. They break it down for you again. The 5 elements. They shown it to you in the skull. In man. Spirit. The mind. Hello. Hello. Got it? The fire is what? Where we at with the fire? The light, that's the eyes, the red eyes. Remember Jesus Christ? Eyes like fire, that's the fire within you. The breathing comes from the nose, air, breath. God breathed the life of an atom through his nostrils. Okay, that's how you get it in. Then you got what? Water, that's your mouth. This thing right here, the fluid that comes in out. Spit, God spit it and hawked up shoe and tough new conceptually. Okay, another story. But then you got the chin, earth, the bottom. They breaking it down for you. The whole body. They break the listen. They had this thing human man figured out. The Vitruvian man. That's what this represents up here. Okay, the 5 senses. It's all elements. Remember, these are the elements. That's what we talking about. Elements. This is for some people in high school. It was chemistry class. I don't like chemistry. It's education. They don't have no more classes. They teach you trades no more. So they're not trying to educate y'all. But they're telling you they want to keep you dumb. Now they got artificial intelligence. They don't need your knowledge now. They don't need my knowledge. Why? They got artificial knowledge, and that's not good for nobody. Except those who want to control people with that concept. See where I'm going with that? I think that I got to shut it down. And this is all about the elements. Oh, I got another whole lesson coming up on ether, a whole page of ether. So that's gonna be fun coming at you. Right thinkers for you all there to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So another of my right thinkers who now understand the elements a little bit better have passed away. I'll be right back with ether.